Hey guys and gals, my name is Kuars and welcome back to perhaps the best podcast on the history of the earth, Podcast SLOP. Welcome back to another episode of said podcast. Now today, I'm gonna be, I don't know if this will be like a reoccurring thing on the podcast, but I felt like doing something a little special today. And I have on my phone pulled up r/am_I_the_asshole. And I felt like, you know, to go full slop and really own up to the name of Podcast Slop, why not also go and read some freaking Reddit threads, because that's what every like AI Minecraft parkour YouTuber does, so we might as well, right? I mean, that's right in there for slop. So how we're going to be doing this is we're just going to read this, we're going to pause the game and read one of these, and then like for a couple rounds of zombies, we're going to talk about it, maybe talk about some other stuff as well, and then continue onwards. Now, before I even read the first Am I the Asshole here, let me show off my class. Once again, if you guys watched the first episode of Podcast Slop, you guys already know, but I'm running the Milano 821, perhaps one of my favorite weapons in this game. Running it with the Microflex LED Muzzle Brake 9, 8.9 Extended, Steady Aim Laser, and Bruiser Grip. Other than that, we're not putting a camo on it, because as we know, putting a camo on it makes it so you can't have a Pack-a-Punch camo in this game. That is a pretty stupid decision in my opinion, but it is what it is. We also have a energy mine field upgrade. I don't know if I changed that since last time or not, but you guys can probably tell me. Anyway, let's freaking start. So we have this one, which is, holy shit, this one's pretty long. I feel like we should start with a pretty short one. For our first one here. Gee, that's still okay. Dude, why are these all so? These are all so long. I don't look. I want to start with a short one, bro. I want to start with a short one, but we're not. Okay, let me just press play. What the fuck? Okay, let me see. Okay, this one's short enough. I feel like. Am I the asshole for calling my brother a demonic child? This happened last night, and I found I like getting insight from random Redditors, and spelled Redditors wrong, that's great. So I can tell if I'm being gaslit or not by my family. My brother, 16M, has never been super nice to me. 18F, I do not care, he's the quote-unquote baby. My dog, 10F. I don't think, do we need to... Maybe we do. Maybe this is a story where the dog's age and gender is important. Oh no. Is the brother gonna fuck the dog? I'm sorry, that's the first thought that came to my mind. I have a very naughty mind. I just learned that. My dog 10F has been acting odd, won't go down the stairs. Our German Shepherd attacked her. Our Pomeranian is being more caring towards her, etc. Yesterday, when we were sitting on the couch, I found a big lump on her stomach. I barely touched it, and she yelped and started shaking. I'm pretty sure it's a cyst or a tumor. I realized that I have not taken any videos or pictures of her in over a month. If she was going to be gone soon, I wanted some more recent videos and pictures to remember her by. Okay. Maybe he doesn't fuck the dog. My brother made fun of this, saying, haha, my name is trying to take the last photos and videos of the dog before she died. He also made some comments about how we should just put her down already. I don't know why, but this hurt me so badly, so I snapped and said, stop being a demonic child, and you don't deserve to have dogs. I was forced to apologize by my parents, and my brother milked it last night and this morning. I don't know, maybe I did take it too far? Am I the asshole? Okay, I feel like this is one where it's like so obvious with the answer. It's slapping it on our faces at this point. If you have even a bit of moral understanding of anything, I feel like we can all say that girl is not the freaking asshole here. Who the fuck is your brother? You got like, I don't know, it's like you got you do got a demonic child. That is a demonic child, and you're okay. Look. 16-year-old, first of all, so that boy is 100% like aware of what he's saying. He might not be a fully grown person, but he should at least be responsible for what he says, you know. he should be held responsible for what he says. And demonic child is such a non-insult. I don't know, maybe this is like, maybe this is someone from another language, right? Because they also misspelled the word Redditors. Maybe this is someone who doesn't have like English as their main language. Maybe they're from like a different culture where saying that is like absolutely a no-no or some shit like that. But from my perspective, it just looks like you said that, and compared to what your brother was saying to you about your dog, that was nothing. Right? And also, I just want to add, that went the complete exact opposite direction of what I thought it was going to be. And honestly, it's better for that. I'm genuinely... That would be a situation that would get on like the news or some shit if that was the fucking case. If it was what I thought, but thankfully it was not. I feel like that's very obvious. You're not the asshole here. You shouldn't be the asshole for standing up for yourself and... First, okay. Younger brother, by the way. Look, I don't want also to give him the excuse of, well, okay, he's the younger brother. This motherfucker is 16! This motherfucker is 16, man. I don't care if you're still in the phase of hating your sibling. Motherfucker, we was chill. Me and my sibling was fucking chill when we were... It was way before I was 16, right? My sister used to look me in the face and call me... and tell me I was good looking when I had that lesbian-ass, gay-ass haircut. Okay? Like, if anyone is willing to look at that face and say, hey, you look nice today... That is a face of someone who loves their sibling. Anyhow, what I'm trying to say is there's no excuse in the world that should get over. Dude, you don't need to. You don't need. I don't think you guys need me to tell you that that is a bad thing that happened right there. No, I feel like I should have like someone else doing this shit, instead of me reading it, so I can focus on like the gameplay. But hold on. Let me see if is this one short. Oh, this one is not short at all. I don't want to get into the really long ones because then we're just gonna go through like a phase of, like not even playing the game when that is literally the point of the podcast is to play the game while I'm talking and shit. Okay, this one's quite. This is all in one paragraph, one huge paragraph, but relatively it is short. Am I the asshole for setting a boundary and refusing to drive my partner's sister home? So I, 26 non-binary, that's the first time I've seen that on this Reddit. That's crazy. Wow. Okay. I don't know why I'm so surprised of that, but 26 NB. I guess, you know what? Someone being woke and being on Reddit did not cross my mind. I didn't know those two things could overlap, really. Especially on a subreddit like Am I the Asshole? Let me get to it. So I, 26NB, am the only person currently in my immediate surroundings with a car and license. My partner's, 30M, sister, 25F, currently doesn't have a car. Her last car was impounded for fine she didn't pay. For context, I'm not leaving someone incapable of driving. What? FAAFO. I don't know what that means. But maybe you guys will know. Anyway, she asked me to bring her into town a couple days ago to get groceries. I don't mind helping where it counts, but I can't read. But there's a limit. The long and short is, she asked me if I could help her friends who were stranded first. She gave me a town name, which was just under an hour from my location, so I agree. Given I'll be compensated and the friends are chill, apparently as I'm driving and we're almost to said town, she says it's actually a different town. Okay. She claims she didn't know, but that's on her to communicate. It's not a small difference either. It took me an extra 2 hours to and from. So when I finally got back homeward, I dropped her off at the store and then told her I wasn't bringing her home, which is roughly 30 minutes away, because I was exhausted from the unexpected 3-hour detour. She managed to find someone to drive her within 5 minutes. Her friend S, 40F, is now mad at my partner and basically telling him to talk some sense into me. So I just gotta know, am I the asshole here? See, I feel like this is more of a gray area. I don't know if we can say like a black and white. This is not like the previous one where there's a where saying demonic child was literally the best description you could give for that, for the other person in the thing here. This is like a very black and white thing. Now, okay, first of all, whoever the friend is, the 40F, that's kind of a Karen. I'm not gonna lie. Talk some sense into her, okay. Other than that, though, I don't know. I feel like to be fair, 3 hours of driving too. That's another thing. 3 hours of driving, that's fucking exhausting. Right? I'd be on the fucking passenger seat of a car. I've never driven a car in my life. I don't even want to drive a car in my life, really. Okay, maybe not. Maybe who knows, man? We'll look into it, you know. But like, I'm not like super excited to get my license. Right? Mostly for this one reason. I'd be on the fucking passenger seat of the car and I'd be getting exhausted from like an hour. If I was on the actual driving seat of the car and drive 3 hours, I can't even fucking imagine. I can't even fucking imagine that. 3 hours? Jesus Christ, that just reminds me, man. Like 2-3 years ago or something, me and my family went somewhere for vacation, and we did a 10-hour. Actually, wait, I talked about that kinda. I did it like a story time of that. Like the day I almost died or some shit. Like, it was titled like that, but quick recap of that. So what happened was, we were gonna split the 10-hour drive into 2 5-hour days. You know, we were gonna end one day by staying in like a hotel or some shit, and you know, drive another 5 hours the next day. But what happened was, our fucking wheel just popped off while we were driving. And because of the because we thought it might happen fucking again, we were like, oh shit, maybe we shouldn't do that now, right? So we pretty much waited until like next day, until we went on the road again, just to be sure, you know. And so what we did the next day was literally, we did a full 10-hour trip in one go. And I just cannot even imagine how exhausting that must have been for my dad. Because he drove the entire way. This was before my mom, like... I mean, she already had a license, but she, like, hadn't driven a car in, like, years. This was before we got, like, little bit of a family lore here. We got like an automatic car, like a new car. I don't remember exactly when, but it was like a year or two ago. And that's when my mom actually like started driving and shit, cause like, you know, it's an automatic car. It's exponentially easier than driving a manual, and also because it's a new and fancy car. Anyhow, this was before my mom started driving again and shit. So my dad single-handedly drew the entire 10-hour trip. That is insane. He's saying that out loud, honestly. I can't even imagine how bad that must have been. But like, again, back to the am I the asshole thing. Very, very much a gray area. I don't really know what to answer here. I think, yeah, you were not. I don't think you were the asshole. I think you were just tired. Right? Which doesn't give you, like, obviously, it doesn't give you full, like, immunity from being criticized or, like, being put as the asshole in the situation, but I feel like this is a minor enough thing. Plus, she fucking found someone to drive her home, like, 5 minutes after. Like, I feel like it's not that big of an issue here. Right? I don't know. Maybe it's a me thing. I feel like some other people might say you are the asshole in this situation, but I don't know. I mean, 25F. All I'm saying is she could have gotten her license by then. You know? It's like, I'm 18. I don't think I'm gonna get my license anytime soon, but like, that's because I'm 18. I pretty much just recently turned 18 compared to some other freaking people, right? Like, I turned my birthday's is in November, for reference. And if you guys don't know when the months are in a year, November is pretty much at the end of the year. So I'm pretty much fresh off being 18. I don't think I'm gonna get my license now. Maybe when I'm 19 or some shit. I don't know. I'm definitely gonna have to though. I'm a dude. Dudes are usually the people who drive. That's not even like a thing. That's just like a gender rule. I don't know. I don't even think that's like something offensive to say explicitly. Is it? I don't feel like it is. I don't feel like it should be. Like I feel like that's just a fact that I'm stating out. That's not some like that's not like something new, right? At least that's what I'm thinking. But whatever. I'm gonna say my final verdict. You're not the asshole, but you're not exactly like a that was not a kind action exactly either, right? You're just a tired person. 3 hours of driving. You're fresh off of it. You know, it's excusable, this one, right? You can't say that for everything, right? Just I was fucking tired. I didn't know what to do. Sorry. You know, just kill the guy or some shit. But you know, this is petty enough that you could just excuse it. I don't think it's that big of a deal. Okay. Next story. Sorry, I closed my phone, so I have to open it back up here. Okay. Let's find a different, Wow, that is a huge paragraph. I'm not reading this one, that's for sure. Oh, this is long. Kinda. Okay, it's not too long. It just has like a really long frequently asked questions page. What is this? Like the fucking... It's like Roblox or some shit? Why do you got... Okay, whatever. Am I the asshole for refusing to let my MIL babysit over a dummy? What is a MIL? Hold on. I'm so sorry. I'm gonna have to look this up. What does MIL mean? Million? No, not that. In slang, yeah. It's not million. I don't think they mean million here. Refusing to let my millions babysit? What does a million mean? Mill meaning in relationship. Oh, mother-in-law. Okay. There we go. That's some answers. Am I the asshole for refusing to let my mother-in-law babysit over a dummy? Okay, so throwaway, apparently. As the title mentions, this is over something people might consider to be trivial. Here goes. I have a toddler. Said toddler was inseparable from their dummy, aka pacifier, to the point we had to make them go cold turkey. I had many sleepless nights because the dummy was a vital part of their nighttime routine, but any access to one would cause a world of chaos for us. Long story short, it took us 1 month to fully wean and 3 months to get to the point where any stray dummies were voluntarily surrendered. We have a baby now. Our toddler was great at handling the dummies to the baby without daring to put it in their own mouth. That was until my mother-in-law babysat and we returned to find our toddler asleep with a dummy in their mouth. My husband was furious and tried to explain what can of worms she had opened up for us. My mother-in-law tried to explain that our toddler started crying inconsolably for reasons unclear, and because she doesn't like crying, she gave them the dummy to get them to stop. It has been a month since the incident. I am constantly having to hide dummies from my toddler because they will try to put them in their own mouth, steal them from the baby whilst they sleep, and scream relentlessly if they cannot have one. My partner has been lamenting over my mother-in-law's actions and curses her under his breath every time we have to deal with a dummy related to the tantrum. My mother-in-law now wants to be able to babysit for us next week. My partner and I have said, no, not after the dummy incident. She's not taking this well and has told my father-in-law, grandmother-in-law, and friends that are punishing her for trying to get my toddler to stop crying. We're still not budging. I don't believe my partner and I are wrong for this. Perhaps others see it differently. Am I the asshole in this situation? Should I read the frequently asked questions? I don't know. I feel like maybe I shouldn't have read this one specifically because this is okay. Back to the game. This is a thing that I'm not experienced with at all. I've never dealt with a baby in my life, at least for more than like 40 minutes. You know? I haven't dealt with my own baby at all. And I don't think that's gonna happen for another couple years. At least like maybe 10. You know? Oh, you know what? This is a great question to ask to someone, I feel like. What is a good age to have a kid? Me personally. Right, as someone who's never had a kid before, but as someone who's had to deal with them, and has been around people that, you know, has had them before. In my opinion, a good age, like a minimum good age, would be like 27. That's a minimum age, right? And I think you're good until like maybe like your 40s. I feel like past your 40s and like especially going into your like 50s and shit, I feel like you shouldn't have any more babies. Maybe that's just me. Like I can't imagine like I don't know, man, 60-year-old having a fucking kid. Wear some condoms after that. I don't know. I feel like at a certain point, you're gonna be too old to deal with the responsibility of a new kid. You guys get what I'm laying down here? I feel like I'm correct on this. I don't know. Okay, whatever. Back to the MID asshole again. I would have no experience about this, but I guess not. Maybe Oh, so that's bad. I just got fucking... Okay, that's great. What the fuck? Oh, I thought I glitched into something there. Alright, there goes my self-revive. I just got fucking stuck in between some zombies. That can happen, Chad. That can happen pretty freaking frequently without you even recognizing it's happening. It's kind of... Okay, fuck off. That's the freaking mimic. But I don't think these people are the asshole here. I don't know. I really should have gone like someone else to do the reading part. Honestly, am I gonna die so early? I will actually cry. I've gone to like round 25 or some shit on this map. If I get, if I only last 6 rounds on this podcast, I'm actually ending it early, bro. Not my life, the podcast. I'm never fucking killing myself. That's the thing, guys. Let me tell you guys, I'm never gonna be suicidal. Okay? Have I thought about it before? Of course I have. I think every man, woman, and everything in between on Earth has thought about, has thought about it before, like the thought of ending their life. But I feel like it is such a stupid decision to actually go through with it. By the off chance that someone is watching this podcast or listening to this podcast, and by the off chance that that person listening, is genuinely considering taking their own life, you're a coward. Nothing more than that. That's the easy way out, dude. You really believe there's not gonna be any better days than this, right? Like, you think this is this is the peak of your life? Obviously not, man. Okay, look. Look, man, you're not alone. There's so many people on this earth that are like you, right? That think their life is over, but it's never over. You're never over. You can never be over unless you specifically tell yourself that you are. It's never over until you decide it is, Once you kill yourself, it is over. There's nothing more than that. Your life is there. That's it. That's done. You can gain everything back, but you can't gain your life back. Is that a fire quote, chat? But I'm serious. I'm serious when I say this. You can, let's say you're broke. You're broke and you're homeless. Okay, you're broke, you're homeless. I don't know how you're listening to this podcast in that scenario, but okay, let's say you have a home in electronics. Right, you're broke. You're broke. You got no money. You barely make ends meet, man. Is it always gonna be like that? Right? You really think it's not gonna get better than this? Right? Like, you can lose money, you can lose everything in this world, but you can't lose your life more than once. Type shit. I don't know. I guess there was a moment where I've genuinely thought of suicide. That was not for good reasons, obviously. I'm a very, very fortunate child in the way I was brought up. Meaning I had very good parents, right? I rarely ever struggled with money. I've usually had things I wanted granted to me. All in all, I would call myself spoiled. But I guess back in like 2020 and 2021, like the whole pandemic thing, and with the, I don't know, man, just the general vibe of like everything in the world going on at that time, kind of made me a little depressed. Maybe not like suicidal as I just said like 2 minutes ago, so maybe I was lying. But like, it was, I don't know, I wouldn't say it's the most depressed I've been. That was probably like 10th grade. I hated 10th grade with a passion. Maybe that's when I was genuinely suicidal. Now that I think about it, man, 10th grade was ass. I hated 10th grade like a motherfucker. I couldn't wait for it to be over. Genuinely, to this day, I will never miss high school. I'll miss the friends I made in high school. That's one thing I'll miss, but I can always talk to them still, right? As long as they don't kill themselves, which I hope that never happens, right? I've never seen them as that much of a coward, so yeah. Like, I could still talk to them, man. I could still hit them up and be like, yo, Lethal Company? You down for some Lethal, man? Down for some content warning? I don't know, man. Like any of those friend slop games, bro, we could play. Like, dude, I will never. I don't ever want to go through the fucking high school again. That's why university is such a breath of fresh air to me. It's so different, right? If you're in high school right now, I'm sure you've heard. Maybe you've probably heard the word like, oh, it gets better in university, right? Like so many times, but it genuinely does, man. I've talked about it a little in a different video, but that video got like fucking 13 views. Which is the average views of like the fucking podcast anyway, so maybe that's not that big of a freaking difference. Any freaking how. What I'm trying to say here is, what am I trying to say? Oh yeah. What I'm trying to say here, university is actually like semi-fun, right? You learn shit that you want to learn, assuming you got the department that you want, obviously, right? Like maybe you didn't have enough points to get to the sector you wanted. That sucks, but I did, so. Well, okay, that and some money. You can't function without money in this world. Let's be honest. And that's all I'll say about the current political climate in the world. Because I think if I say any more, I might get demonetized, censored, or hunted down. With some of the new shit that's been surfacing. I don't know if you guys have seen the new file drop. We'll just call it that. I don't know if you guys have seen those, but there are things in that are genuinely like super villain levels of evil. I've never seen something so fucking demented. I genuinely don't think I can even joke about like that shit anymore because of the shit I've seen on those files. Okay, well that makes it sound like I personally went in and looked at them, but no, I mostly just saw like Instagram reels talking about the shit in the things. Like I don't care. Like that doesn't change the fact that those things are in the files. And you know what? They are publicly available, so I feel like maybe I could talk about them, but I don't want to take any chances, so it is what it is. Kill enemies within close range, man. Oh my god. Okay. Getting to kill things when I'm like fucking training in zombies is the worst thing ever, bro. Okay, maybe not the worst thing ever. I could think of worse things, probably. Like the things that are on the files. But yeah, I guess don't expect any jokes from me about a certain someone. That we think is dead, but should I get to the next am I the asshole? Yeah, that's the point of the podcast, at least for this one. Okay, let's try to get like a new one here. Am I the asshole for kicking my mentally ill brother out of my house? This is the longest fucking post I've seen on Reddit. I'm not reading this. Okay, this is relatively short. Am I the asshole for telling my sister that she ruined my childhood and I was happy when she was taken away? Ugh. Okay. First impressions. You are the asshole, but this is probably going to change as I read through this. But we'll see. My sister was a mess growing up, and it greatly affected my childhood. She went off the deep end at the beginning of middle school, and she became a nightmare at home. She was a huge bully to me in basically every way. My parents did send her to therapy, and it drained the family dry. It didn't help. It actually got worse after that. Jesus Christ. She was in the wrong crowd at school, so my parents decided to move states away to get a fresh start. I lost all my friends just so she could go back to being a problem at school. My mom was called in the first week since she fought someone. At 16, she was arrested, and it was enough that she was sent to juvie. My parents could have done house arrest, but decided against it, which I am grateful for. She is now 23 and is now going to community college. After she got out, she didn't want she didn't want anything to do with our parents. Her right. I am 20 and going to college myself. We are in contract and something met up. We usually don't talk any deep issue, light conversation. We got dinner this weekend and it was going okay until she started shitting on our parents. Oh my god, man. She was ranting, she was ranting, she wasn't that bad, and oh my god. And they abandoned her. Okay. She went on and said she was fine and they overreacted at enough and told her that she ruined my childhood and I was happy when she was taken away because then she would leave me alone. She was a problem, and if she can't see that after going to juvie, I don't know what else can get that through. She called me a jerk and that I have no idea how bad that place was. I told her I don't really care since she made my life hell for years. She sent me one text that that if I want to see her again, I will need to apologize. My roommate knows the story and was telling me she probably has trauma and I should be more understanding. I say fuck her. Complete 180 from my first opinion. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. For everything you said against her. Hell fucking yeah, man. I don't know what else. Like, you worded it best way you could. Honestly, you couldn't be more respectful than that. She was cheating on your parents. She was fucking dude. Fuck her. That right? I don't even think you need to think about her again. You know what? Maybe you do. She went to juvie. Maybe she called kill you or some shit. I don't know, man. But like, that was 100% justified. I don't know. I don't think that person's the asshole at all. I think the other person was the asshole. Maybe they're not anymore. Maybe they're ill-informed. I don't know. Maybe they're like, maybe their biased opinions are like making them say otherwise or some shit like that. I don't know, but it's that for all I see, that is very much. Oh, this is a great one. We just got kill enemies in locations literally where we are. That's great. But yeah, like, I don't know what else to say other than you're not the asshole, buddy. Okay, and maybe okay. It really depends on how much you actually wanna, make amends with this person, with your sister, right? If you don't really fucking care, then yeah, fuck it, just drop her off. You don't need to care about everyone in the world. Even if she has trauma, that's no excuse for shitting on your parents, which I'm a motherfucker. I almost just died again. Which I'm assuming have done not really anything wrong. Other than, oh my god, other than her counting of the events, obviously. Fuck. I feel like I gotta lock in. It sucks that I lost my fucking self-revive that early. I normally don't do that, guys. I swear to God, I'm better at this game than it looks like. But anyway, like I said, just having trauma doesn't excuse saying shit like that, especially in front of you, right? And I'm assuming she okay, I'm assuming you guys have not really talked since the juvie thing, right? In that case, like, she just comes out, she's like, yo, yeah, the parents were a jerk, am I right? Like, nah, get the fuck out of here. Okay, we just got the shitty ass fucking thing, bro. Where is that? Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, so let me explain what we're doing right now. Since you guys, for the people that are watching the gameplay and not just listening to me. We are trying to do the trials and specifically trying to get legendary rewards because there's like a 70-ish, 60-ish% chance of getting the wonder weapon in this map, which is the RAKG or something, whatever the fuck its name was. It was like it's pretty much like an AK-47 fused into a ray gun, and it's like one of the sickest wonder weapons I've ever seen in my life. So yeah, we're trying to get that. Once we do, we'll just we'll stop doing the trials because what else do we need after that? But yeah, I should probably read another Am I the Asshole thing before you guys get bored. I know, attention spans are really fucked up these days. Even mine, dude. My attention span is really fucked up as well these days. I will wholeheartedly admit. What? Oh, this is so long, man. Oh my god. Jesus Christ. I hate the ones that make it like one big paragraph. Man, add like press enter a couple times. Oh my god. They just spit on my fucking phone. Ew. What else? What else can I look at here? Reddit, like what other Reddit subreddits there are that are like this? Fucking oh my god, Pizzagate is trending. Pretty topical these days, I'll say. Other subreddits, man. Relationship advice? Should we look at relationship advice? By the way, I'm assuming every one of these is like real, right? There's a really big chance that most of these aren't. And I'm not looking at those. Okay? I'm not looking at that chance. I'm just trying to like immerse myself here. r/shower thoughts. I'm not doing that. r/space. Ask science. No. Explain like I'm 5 Earth porn. What the fuck? Is there like a space porn that I don't know about? I'm just looking through like the top subreddits right now, looking at like what we could read here. For anyone wondering. Let me search up like am I the, and then maybe something cool comes up. Am I overreacting? Oh, that's another one. That's another good one. Am I overreacting for quitting my job after finding this note on my desk? And you guys can't see, but it's a picture. Let me just describe it. There's a keyboard and a note on top of it. Problems plus issues don't matter when cows need what? When cows need fed plus cows need milked? What? I'm sorry, what does that even mean? What does that even mean? Am I overreacting about hold on. Fuck. Where is it? Am I overreacting about my mom's reaction to my crochet octopus? Why is it so long? Okay, I don't know if wait. I can technically show it. Hey, this is me. This is the camera. Can you guys see that? That is the that is so cute. First of all, camera off. Okay. This is a repost because I think I accidentally deleted the old one. Recently got into the hobby of crochet. I've been trying for the past couple of years, and finally got the hang of it. 2 years ago, I saw this cute crochet octopus at the market, and I asked my dad for it. He said no. After an hour, he changed his mind, but when we went back, it was gone. Ever since then, I've been going to markets and fairs looking for a crochet octopus like that one. I finally finished making my little octopus today, and when my mom saw it, her first reaction was, "How much are you going to sell it for?" I was confused and said that I had made him for myself. My mom looked at me with an annoyed expression and said, "But isn't that the whole reason you got into crochet? To sell things and make money?" Has your mom never heard of a hobby? What the? Well, okay. I think we can learn a lot by asking what is the ethnicity here, right? Because like some different cultures are like this, where they like, you have to make money with anything you learn. Anything you do has to be money. I was really upset by this at the time, since I got into it for fun and to make nice things for me, my family, and my friends. I didn't do it to make money. In my eyes, not everything that you can make money from should be used in that way, especially if it's something someone is passionate about. I completely agree. Am I overreacting? I kind of feel bad for taking it too seriously. Also, people provide name suggestions for my octopus, and I'll announce the winner soon. Nor? What does that mean? Oh, not overreacting. Some people seem to think you shouldn't do any sort of hobby unless you can monetize it, like it's a waste of time. Otherwise, it's perfectly acceptable to do things just for the joy of creating. Exactly. Wait, joy of creation? It's like a FNAF thing, no? No, but like, you can just like. I am surprised some people just don't get the idea of just like doing something because you like doing said thing. Right, because I feel like a lot of AI people, like a lot of people who back up generative AI, especially like AI-generated images being art or some shit like that, usually have this worldview where they look at everything as something monetizable, and everything should be something monetizable. Right, like art isn't explicitly a job. Art is just something that you can potentially make money off of if you're good enough. right? Art is a hobby, and it should be a hobby first. It should never be something that you're looking to make money of first, and then, yeah, whatever. You know, you should enjoy making art first before you try making money off of it. Same thing with crocheting, right? So like, fucking hell, are you serious? What kind of fucking trial is that? Can I get a different one? Okay, hold on. I can do it. Are these all the zombies that are on right now? Okay, no, it's not. Let me gather all of them just so I can, like... There you go. That counts, yeah? Ooh. Why are we getting this so early? I usually get this round, like, after I get the wonder weapon or something. Maybe it's because we're a little late. Doing, like, everything a little late right now. But, like, yeah. There's nothing wrong with just wanting to do something, you know, for the fun of it. Because why not, man? We are in a world where everything is taken so seriously at some points. We could just do shit to have fun with them, and that is it, right? You don't need to make money off of everything. Not overreacting at all. Next. Okay? Am I overreacting? So my mom got my wife a birthday gift. Beachy. The fuck? Okay, so it's a hat that says Beachy on it. I don't know. Does that, like, mean something? Beachy? Let's just do this, and then, yeah, they'll die in a second. There you go. Boom. Reward upgraded. Oh, shit! Is it because I killed him with equipment, technically? I guess so. Okay, sick. Oh, shit. I don't want to die. Okay, how long does this last? Hold on. I don't feel like I can read the next thing without getting through this round right now. I'm sorry for all the audio listeners. Dude, die. Thank God. Oh. Okay. There we go. Now we can read this shit. Okay. Am I overreacting? So my mom got my wife a birthday gift, and it is a hat that kind of looks tropical. Why is this so long? Okay, whatever. It's a hat that says the word beachy on it. My mom doesn't like my wife. That's what you start off with? Okay. My mom doesn't like my wife. She has told her to leave me before. My wife's birthday is late January. My wife also just delivered our firstborn child. My mom bought her this hat and a wine glass, which was broken in the bottom of the gift bag. Okay, my mom claims she thought this hat would be a good idea because y'all like the beach and riding in your Jeep. Again, it's January, and for context, we rarely go to the beach. When I said, why would she need a wine glass? She just gave birth. She says, well, she could drink tea out of it. This is also not the first time. Earlier on in my wife's pregnancy, my wife told my mom the smell of alcohol makes her feel sick. My mom then tried to give me alcohol and encouraged me to drink it. This is the first and only time they've ever encouraged me to have alcohol. They are very strict, no alcohol family. Okay, fuck off. This is, who the fuck is this? Who's your mom? The Green Goblin? Why does she have such a vendetta? Is your mom Lex Luthor? My wife told her she couldn't eat deli meats during pregnancy. My mom then buys a giant, I don't even know how to spell that, charcuterie board for her anniversary. Wife still pregnant at that time. What are your thoughts? Is this truly an innocent gift like my mom pretends? She got extremely defensive when I told her these gifts piss me off. I just can't shake the optics off someone asking my wife where she found her hat, and she responds, oh, my mother-in-law got it for me. This just seems to be a pattern, and since my mom is pretending like I'm the bad guy and I'm coming to this group to see am I overreacting? Dude, I think you should distance yourself with your mom for like a little bit at least. That's like some Lex Luthor level of fucking hate that she has for your wife. I feel like we need more like, what did she do? Did she do anything? Is she like a bad person that we don't know about it? You didn't tell us? Is there some like that? Dude, what possible fucking thing can your mom have against your wife that she's doing all this shit? Well, I can't. Oh, fuck off. No, I wish I saved this for the end of the round. Oh boy. Okay. This is gonna be a little hard. Oh no! Fuck! No! No! 12 rounds. That's it. That's it. That's all I can do. No. No. This is disgusting. This is a false representation of me. I am better than this at zombies. I swear to God. I swear to God. I can pull up photos. Hold on, man. I can pull up photos. I have photo evidence that I've been on rounds higher than this. Never mind. Look, round 17. I was round 17 or 15, man. That's enough proof for me. I was on like round 20 like yesterday. Ugh. Whatever. Okay, I guess this is the end of the podcast since I died, and it's already been like 50 minutes. I feel like that's enough, especially for a solo episode. For the next one, I'm also probably gonna get someone else to like co-host with me. I don't know who it's gonna be. It's probably gonna be one of my friends again. I don't know if it'll be Kiwi again. No offense, Kiwi. I don't want to do the same person twice already. You know, I want to get like Ozzy or like Dennis or someone into the podcast first, and then maybe we could do like a all together podcast. That would actually be sick. Hell yeah. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching this episode of Podcast Slop, and see you guys for the next one. Bye bye.